I was supposed to be roasting the greatest LFL content creator to date, and instead I'm sat here expecting Alan Rickman to show up as Snape and chastise you. You look like the Make-A-Wish Foundation helped you become an accountant. It's a LFL reject with about as much charisma as True Geordie and has a countdown until cancelled time is shorter than the average lifespan of a billionaire on an Ocean Gate holiday. How's it going, Warriors Alike? I'm Myth, LFL, who just spent the last week suffering with the lung capacity of an asthmatic toddler, Screwman flu in every single one of its congestion variants, and much like a serial killing kidnapper handing over body pieces for ransom, I'm back with a part 4. The What Your Final Fantasy XIV Content Creator Says About You series has been a bit of a revelation in terms of getting people to engage with this channel, and I intend on milking it to the very end, as it's a fun way of showcasing and roasting fellow content creators in the name of our Lord and Saviour Eorzea. And if you want to affirm me in this endeavour, be sure to smash that like button now, because it's never clear when I'm going to offend someone and would rather take your engagement first. Anyway, without further ado, and with 1,000 apologies, I've included the most requested content creators in this edition, and a mystery third who I'm going to cook more than Jade Pinkett Smith cooks Will on the daily. Welcome to What Your Favourite Final Fantasy XIV Content Creator Says About You, Part 4. Quick disclaimer, I know most of you beautiful little agents of chaos expected scorched earth during the roasting segments. However, there is a fine line between a fun roast and bullying, and that usually just comes down to whether permission is given or not. So if I seem a little toned down during content creator videos, keep this in mind, and of course remember that everything is intended as a joke. Do not take me seriously. I have zero ill intent. I just like writing jokes and take inspiration from Ricky Gervais and Jimmy Carr. Before we begin, let's set the stage. Though our first content creator needs little introduction, pun intended. Pint is a beloved content creator in the Final Fantasy XIV community, known for their unique blend of humour, insightful commentary, and high-level gameplay. The videos are a delightful mix of witty banter, relatable gaming experiences, and epic moments that resonate deeply with the Final Fantasy XIV players of all kinds. With a sharp eye for detail and a knack for turning even the most mundane in-game tasks into hilarious escapades, Pint has carved out a niche as both an entertainer and a guide through the rich world of Eorzea, as they did with Warcraft prior. But what does your love of their content reveal about your personality? Well, first up, we got the casual gamer. You love Pint because they make the game feel fun and accessible, and much like a frag grenade addressed to whom it may concern, you're here for a good time, not necessarily a long time. You're the type of player who enjoys the story, dabbles in some crafting, and maybe logs in just to hang out with friends. You appreciate Pint's natural ability to turn even the most mundane quests into laugh-out-loud adventures. Plus, you probably have a list of Pint quotes you love to spam and chat. Seriously, stop doing that. Every Rogadin and his Dom watches Pint these days. You're not fooling anyone, and I've seen more Pint joke retellings than I have Jehovah's Witnesses getting confused by the existence of duck. This joke probably made no sense to most of you, however, let me tell you, it's kinda close though. If you know, you know. Next, we have the Hardcore Raider. You like Pint because they understand the grind. No, seriously, they put 10,000 hours into Black Mage, which admittedly isn't very having sex of them. And note that all of this has been done prior to Dawntrail, meaning 10,000 hours of a to me to you rotation and an inability to move their ley line. I for one believe we need to add Black Mage representation to the LGBTQIA plus divide by sign lip bite emoji, because they're the real victims here. Relax, I'm bi, I can make that joke in 2024, and if you think I can't, fuck off. Anyone who gets their open to right more than once in a row is smart enough to fight God, but I've already talked enough about this in my Why You Should Black Mage video. Man, I did the ADHD thing again and veered off topic, now I can't remember where it was. I really need to stop just writing ad-lib for large segments of the video. Oh right, you're here for the Savage Raids, the Ultimate Trials, and you love seeing Pint tackle the same challenges you face. You find solace in Pint's struggles and victories, knowing you're not alone in the endless cycle of wiping and strategizing. Pint's humor keeps you from taking that much needed bath with a toaster you've been contemplating after 16 hours of top. I swear that fight was designed by someone who hates people. Wait, Myth, stop veering off topic again. Then there's the law enthusiast. You're here because Pint weaves law into his humor. You've read every law book, watched every cutscene, you can recite Eorzean history, and you're about as allergic to Riz as Macaulay Culkin was to bee stings and My Girl. God, that's a throwback joke that about 12% of you will get, and if you're one of them, let me know in the comments. You enjoy Pint's ability to blend deep lore with light-hearted jokes. It's like a history lesson, but fun. Plus, you probably corrected people in game about law inaccuracies, and I'm sure they pretended to be interested. But now we arrive at the part where I have to throw caution to the wind and cook a fellow Brit like they're trapped in Grenfell Tower. I thought long and hard about what I could possibly say to roast you. It's a good habit to get into. You should try it, Pint. If you actually spent more time thinking about that room decor, it wouldn't be such a travesty to the senses. No, seriously, what feng shui were you targeting here? Desperate virgin with narcolepsy?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You're a Black Mage, man. That shit checks out. I don't actually see a kiddie pool though, so why the fuck are you wearing goggles? I was supposed to be roasting the greatest LFL content creator to date, and instead I'm sat here expecting Alan Rickman to show up as Snape and chastise you.
Then I suggest you take extra care, Mr. Potter.
No, jokes aside, you're amazing, Pint. You're one of the reasons I got into content creation, and this community loves you for a reason. I also low-key hope we can collab someday, be it a rap battle, a roast battle, or genuinely anything. I think our little big LFL personalities will make a great combination. What do you guys think? Make sure you let me know down below while smashing that subscribe button. The journey on YouTube so far has been amazing, and I'm incredibly blessed to be growing the community as I am, and I don't intend on letting up. Also, to those from my last video commenting on said community, what do you think happens when you take the word totalitarian and add a British British tea-loving Lalafell to it. That's right, the Community FC and static Lala Totalitarians has been created over on EU Light Lich. If you're looking for a forever home surrounded by Lalafell spamming uppies at you, join now. I promise to not radicalize you slowly over a period of months before launching you towards the gates of Constantinople to retake the Holy Land in the name of... The next up on the list needs even less of an introduction. A Lalafell with a voice deep enough to be gods and a knack for narrative storytelling that kind of makes it feel like there is way more DDLG enthusiasts out there than I originally thought. Not kink shaming, but that's a fucking terrible thought to have on a Monday morning. Anyways, for those of you who might not know, Cider Spider is one of the most beloved Final Fantasy XIV content creators out there right now. Known for his hilarious commentary and meme-worthy moments, taking on large personal challenges that some may describe as dead content, and interfacing with them in a way that is both meaningful to his audience and just fucking funny when things go wrong. Cider Spider has captured the hearts of the Final Fantasy XIV community, but what does it say about you if you're a fan of his? Well, let's find out. You're the type of person who loves to keep things lighthearted. You know how to appreciate the humour in every situation. Even when you're stuck in a duty finder queue for 30 minutes listening to your summoner main friend trying to convince you he should be taken seriously. He shouldn't, he's a fucking summoner main. Cider Spider has a knack for blending humour with informative content. His commentary is often filled with jokes, playful banter and witty observations that make even the most mundane aspects of the game entertaining. And despite his humorous approach, Cider Spider provides detailed and well-researched explanations of the tasks at hand. Whether it's explaining complex dungeon mechanics, offering throwaway tips for various classes, or breaking down new content from patches and expansions, his explanations are thorough and easy to understand and almost always littered in the type of humour you came there for. If you came for that. There is also just a lot of deep voice shrimps being weird in his comments on any given day. The internet's gonna internet, I guess. You love being a part of that community though. You enjoy the camaraderie and the feeling of being a part of something bigger. You're likely very active inside a Spider's stream, always there to lend a helping hand or just chat about the latest patch notes. You thrive on the social aspects of gaming and love connecting with fellow fans. Cider Spider regularly streams his gameplay, offering a more interactive experience for his audience. His live streams are a mix of casual play, high-level content, and viewer interaction. He often engages with his chat, answering questions and creating a lively and welcoming atmosphere. Arguably one of the best at it, considering the circumstances that we're about to get into because it's a myth video. You see, I don't have to roast Cider Spider because they do it to themselves every time they go live. Why in the fuck do you present yourself on stream at a stand-up desk in a waistcoat and tie? You look like the Make-A-Wish Foundation helped you become an accountant. You're pale enough to make Casper the Friendly Ghost look like Sortsy, the less than friendly Carthy. Yes, I know my fair share of Academy Award-winning foreign films. I'm cultured. And your barber has done you fucking dirty, my friend. I don't believe for a second you walked in there like, yeah, I'll have the Weird Al Yankovic, please. Yes, the one with the curly curtains that made me look like I was bullied till menopause. All jokes aside, whether you're a meme enthusiast, a meticulous planner, a community builder, a creative soul, an intellectual gamer, or just a true fan, Cider Spider has something for everyone. And what does it say about you? It says you're awesome, just like Cider Spider's content. And you, Cider. You could tell within 15 minutes you're a good soul with genuinely good energy, and I wish you every success as you explore in this space. It's thoroughly deserved, and I'll watch it all the way. Unlike this next prick who deserves about as much watch time as One Man One Jar. Don't Google it. Save yourself the therapy. Yes, it's time. For those of you starting off at part 4 and unaware of the formula, I normally save the third content creator space in these videos to launch an indiscriminate attack like I'm a hoofy pirate, CNN, or more students in the US right now. And I can't think of anyone more deserving than this cunt. Myth Samael is a Lalafell reject with about as much charisma as True Geordie and has a countdown until cancelled timer shorter than the average lifespan of a billionaire on an Ocean Gate holiday. He thinks he's funny with dark humour, quick wit, and a sexy British accent, but sadly no one has told him that none of that makes up for a lack of personality and chronic unfuckability. He is a veteran and we can't really hit on that without pissing off the Karens watching this video or more cats than former husbands. But we can absolutely pick apart his clout chasing need to create a series showcasing other content creators and his absolute fixation to responding to negative comments with S-tier trolling. 9 times out of 10 he makes about as much sense as tits on a fish, and if you're a fan of this type of degenerative nonsense, well, I'm sorry to say this, but you're a fucking amazing person, and honestly guys, I can't thank you enough for it. This YouTube journey has saved me in more ways than I'll ever be comfortable enough to admit, whether you're a frequent commenter, a member of the Discord, or just one of those strong silent types that enjoys my content whilst keeping yourself at a shy distance. I am honestly forever indebted to you guys and will humbly attempt to serve you from now until I finally get tired of waking up single and attempt to hug a train. But I digress. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash that subscribe button like it's a glass bottle you're about to throw at someone wearing more than one scarf in 2024. And click this to be teleported immediately to a world where men don't lie and women don't cry and no one dies. Yes, I know it's Infinity War. The fuck do you think would happen in that scenario?